Okay, looks like I'm live. Cool. Hi guys. You might be watching this back, might not be. Don't know who's going to be watching. If you're watching this live, hello. It's more of an accountability thing than anything else. I'm not here to be showing off that I read or that anything. I don't know. It's just more of an accountability thing and also something to look back on what I did during my lockdown and how I progressed, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's been a while since the last one. I think it was like end of January, beginning of February, and then now it's nearly mid March, and I'm just about to finish my second book. There has been a few reasons. For a full week, I just played a game, Valheim, non-stop, and didn't have any reading time. But also have been reading two books at the same time, so that could be also a reason. But yeah, this chapter is short, so I won't take too long. I'll actually be able to finish it this time. And Patrick, if you ever do come across this video, please don't take me down. Napoleon Hill is unfortunately, either way, he's not around to copyright strike me. So please, I'm just doing this because I love your work. It's a great book, and it's more of an accountability thing. So yeah. Anyways, let's get straight to it. I think audio is good. Yeah. Alrighty then. I can't even read it. There's no light. I have to angle it a little bit. Well, you just get to hear me more clearly. Okay, conclusion. Checkmate, the final chapter. So we get a quote by Richard Branson. As someone who didn't finish school, I think it's so important to become a lifelong learner and embrace an endless curiosity about the world. We've come a long way together. If you're not a sports fan, you may have heard one too many sports analogies. I share what I know, and I can't help but keep finding parallels between business and sports. So please indulge me one last time, because there was a man named Andrew Binham who was... Let me actually put my mic off. Yeah, okay. Who was once to basketball what Magnus Carlsen is to chess. I know what may sound as though I'm giving Binham too much credit, but stay with me. Okay, it's been a long day. Bear with me. I had a 2-hour meeting. More than that. Binham was blessed with unworldly talent. In 2005, when he was only 17, he was a first-round pick of my beloved Los Angeles Lakers. The late great Kobe Bryant was still in his prime, and I couldn't wait for that 7-foot behemoth to dominate the NBA. On paper, Binham had the raw talent to be as good as as good as Shaq. On the court, he showed flashes of one day becoming a Hall of Famer. Binham started out as a damn good basketball player. He helped the Lakers win NBA titles in 2009 and 2010. In 2012, before he turned 25, he was selected All-NBA. He seemed on course to win more championships and a fixture on all NBA teams, then it all went straight to hell. He had some injuries, and he was traded to the 76ers. He bounced around the league, and then in 2013, while playing for the Cavaliers, he was suspended. The reason was disturbing. During a practice, he shot the ball every time he touched it. No matter where he was on the court. I'm guessing that's a basketball term. Shot it as in he just messed up. Like he missed the shot. I didn't just see that as a middle finger to his coaches and teammates. I saw it as a complete disrespect for the game of basketball. Okay, I have no idea what it was then. Never mind the championships, the accolades, the tens of millions of dollars. At age 26, Binham had completely ruined his career and disgraced the game of basketball. Why? I've never met Binham, so I can only speculate. The way I see it, the reason Binham underachieved is that he did not love the game. How could he respect something that he never loved? Sometimes it's tough to love something that comes too easily. You see this business all the time. You often see it in children of wealthy families who have been given a big inheritance. When the struggle is removed from life, when we didn't have to earn it, people start to feel entitled and take things for granted. It's one of the laws of human nature. Why am I talking so much about Andrew Binham? Because the number one factor in reaching your potential is simple. It must matter to you. History books are filled with individuals who did impossible things simply because it mattered to them. I hope that something tugs at Binham's heart to the point where he'd be willing to give his best. You have to want success. You have to want it so badly that it hurts. Persistence, dedication, drive. These are the traits that all elite people, from athletes to chess masters to CEOs, have. I know I keep reminding you how hard it is, because I know that you're going to need another gear to take your talent to the highest level imaginable. Leveling up means starting over at the bottom. To reach your capacity, you're going to have to compete up and not be afraid. Seek to be your pride best in all areas. The irony is that each time you step up, you have to start at the bottom. The king of grade school becomes low man on the totem pole the day he gets to middle school. When he finally climbs back up to the top of the ladder, high school starts and he's back at the bottom again. Your career is going to feel similar. Each time you advance, you'll officially be at the bottom of the next level. One of the biggest fears that holds people back from moving up is the way they won't get respect. Let's look at this chart to see what I mean. Okay, I'll hold it up. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm seeing. Is that going to focus? Okay, 3, 2, I'll hold it a bit closer. Okay, you got it. Okay, now let me actually have a quick look. So you got 1% of the, actually I can look at my OBS. So you got 1% who are obviously the 1%, the 20% are actually the one who do the stuff, and 80% are the actors. Then you got level 2, level 3, like each level, it's made of the same people. So every level has high performance dudes that are required to level up, and every level has, yeah, okay, I already said that. The key to getting the 1% is continuing investing in learning and growing. Large corporations invest in their talent. They groom promising junior employees for leadership, sending them for expensive training and assigning them experienced mentors. If you don't have the luxury of a large corporation investing in your talent, you must still find ways to invest in yourself. For some reason, most of us think we're afraid of challenges, but when we're not being challenged, we get bored. Then we stagnate. If we aren't challenged, we also often don't realize what's inside of us and how much we are capable of accomplishing. Oh, you gotta love a block nose. Okay. Okay, right. I'll probably sound so nasally. Oh well. We move. Any entrepreneur who wants to stay sane needs to let go of the silly notion that the challenges are scary. Challenges never stop coming, so you better learn to love them and thrive on them. Hey, whew. Every struggle is an opportunity to grow and improve. Every move up will make you feel as though you're in over your head. You'll be tested again. What will determine your success is if it matters to you. I'm so glad no one's watching me right now. Use entrepreneurship to solve the world's problems. I've said countless times that many of the world's problems are going to be solved by entrepreneurs. The simple reason is that entrepreneurs are problem solvers. They look at something complex, study it, simplify it, and ultimately find a way to solve it. Entrepreneurs can solve health, economic, environmental, and education challenges. Often the first motivation for somebody who has never been an entrepreneur is to become one. Often the first... Okay, I need to stop that. Take a breather. I would have drank more water if I hadn't finished it. Okay. Often the first motivation for somebody who's never been an entrepreneur to become one is to make a lot of money so he or she can have a bigger house, a bigger car, and other toys. There's nothing wrong with that, but your mission has to be bigger. Knowing that the world today is counting on us to solve problems, big problems, they'll never stop coming. Pardon me. The game of business can be ugly at times. The startup graveyard is filled with companies run by well-intentioned, talented people who just weren't prepared to handle the chaos of building a business. If you can, that's one of me. I mean, one of them is me. Yeah, my startup failed. But it is what I wouldn't say it's startup. It's just a little thing that I tried. You just weren't prepared to handle the chaos of, yeah. If you can take being pushed to your limits, then being down by Goliath and ostracized by friends and still stay true to your mission, it will be worth it. I don't mean that eventually it will be worth it. I mean that every day you fight for something, every day you live according to your future truth, Every day you guide people to their best, you feel the rewards. You will feel the rewards. I apologize for messing up something right now. The world needs you. It needs your ideas, it needs your passion and your heart. You have all the information needed to master the 5 key moves. How to know yourself, how to reason, how to build your team, how to use strategy to scale, and how to make power plays. All the questions, all the tools, all the stories are there to help you, but ultimately, you're going to benefit only if you apply that. But ultimately, you're going to benefit only if you apply what you've learned in this book. It's now time to identify your next 5 moves. Your next moves. At a minimum, list 5. If you aspire to think like a grandmaster, challenge yourself to list 15. As you're doing so, consider the concept of sequencing. You may be tempted to make move 15 your third move. Instead, focus on the bigger picture. Remember, it's the moves in the right sequence that will make you a grandmaster. That's how you end up winning the war room, boardroom, and bedroom. And then planning your next 5 moves. Just gave you a little. There you go, a little planner. Amateur level, pro level, master, grandmaster. And then acknowledgements. You know what? We've only been going on for how long? 11 minutes. Acknowledgements, literally a page long, so I'll just might as well read it. Patrick Bet David. Since I'm a byproduct of 6 major things in my life, I use 6 categories to thank everything and everyone for who I am thankful. You know what? Since it's a bit personal, I'll read it. I mean, I'm guessing it's. I mean, he has put it in the book, so how personal can it be? But yeah, it's not really related to the book. It's just by himself and talking about his life and giving more insight about his, which I definitely will read and I'm interested in. But in terms of the book, if you haven't heard of him, you probably wouldn't care. So I won't read it on stream, but I'll read it myself. Well, thank you for no one joining. That's fine. It's only been 11 minutes. I didn't expect anyone to join. But the other book I'm reading is Crypto Assets. I'm nearly halfway done with that one. Well, I am halfway done. It's just more technical and it's a bit longer and it takes more time to read, just to understand as well. But would I do a final chapter on that? Maybe, maybe not, because there are a lot of diagrams and stuff in that as well. But I might give a quick summary. I might. You know what? I will, just because it's an accountability thing. But that is it from me. I shall see you later in another video. I mean, I haven't posted a video in ages. It'll probably be another YouTube Shorts. I'm trying to change up my content. I mean, first I need to actually get back into content. I've been brainstorming a little bit, but no one's watching right now, so I'm just talking to myself, and no one will scroll all the way here. So I shall see you in another video soon, hopefully, or stream. Bye.